Remaining professional on camera can be a very tricky job, especially when people decide to speak their mind or let their anger get to them during their 15 minutes of fame. These blunders and bursts of anger make for some truly awkward yet memorable moments that the general public won't forget anytime soon. I'm Jake the Voice Parr, and here are the 5 cringiest moments on live TV. To start off things, we have Kanye West blowing a hurricane at the worst possible time. West is probably recognized more for his outspoken personality than his highly successful award-winning music career. The American-born rapper has spoken on social media, award ceremonies, university visits, and countless other platforms on various subject matters. The last place anyone would have expected him to have discussed race and politics was on a live charity broadcast, which was raising funds for the victim of Hurricane Katrina in 2005. West was invited alongside other celebrities such as Michael Myers and Chris Evans in order to plead to the public for relief on behalf of the victims of this terrible natural disaster.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family, it says they're looting. See a white family, it says they're looking for food, and you know it's been 5 days because most of the people are black.
On the topic of disasters, West inexplicably, yet casually, accused then-President George Bush of not showing any empathy towards African Americans.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Needless to say, this resulted in a very awkward pause between each of the presenters and much attention for the stunned mainstream press. Perhaps discussion was too strong of a word. In any case, West eventually apologized to the former Republican president, but few have forgotten this outburst on the airwaves. US political commentator and conspiracy theorist Alex Jones taking on BBC's Sunday Politics is a gut-busting inclusion at number 4. When he isn't constantly hawking of water filters and male vitality supplements, he sometimes makes his way across the pond to spread the word of shady meetings taking place within a supposed secret shadow government.
Are there any conspiracy theories out there that you think are just too nuts and are just too extreme about these guys?
Yeah, I don't personally think they're extraterrestrials or anything like some people say.
Andrew Neil, host of Sunday Politics on BBC One, introduced the segment with a large degree of skepticism. When Jones appeared on camera, he dived right in with accusations that England is part of a new world order and that the euro currency is a late attempt by Nazi Germany to economically control Europe.
The BBC was able to get the documents decades ago that they helped found the euro, which was actually a Nazi German plan to take over countries economically. No, that's on record.
When David Aaronovitch, columnist for the Times newspaper, calmly questioned and countered this wild theory, Jones went on further tangents about receiving death threats while exclaiming his website address multiple times throughout. It came to the point that Neil openly called him an idiot to the camera while making various comical hand gestures.
We have an idiot on the program today. Coming up in just 20 minutes.
You will not stop the republic. Humanity is awakening. Infowars.com. No. You guys are crazy.
I'll be looking at the week ahead with our political panel.
You don't have to know the ins and outs of politics to fully enjoy Alex Jones completely going bonkers on the matter. At number 3, KTVA news presenter Charlo Greene decided to quit her job in the flashiest way possible, by openly swearing to the audience and walking off screen. To the shock of her fellow news anchor, Greene dropped a mighty F-bomb after revealing to American viewers that she will be focusing on attempting to legalize cannabis with her own club.
I, the actual owner of the Alaska Cannabis Club, will be dedicating all of my energy toward fighting for freedom and fairness, which begins with legalizing marijuana here in Alaska. And as for this job, well, not that I have a choice, but fuck it, I quit.
When the press swarmed her with interviews and questions, she admitted that her quitting live on the airwaves was something she planned for some time in order to spread the word. She did not actually plan on using profanity, but after a moment's hesitation, decided to share it with the American public. Soon enough, cannabis was legalized in Alaska, so it goes without saying that Greene must have been awfully happy about that. Interviewing the anarchistic punk band the Sex Pistols on a live, unedited chat show was a death wish for English television presenter Bill Grundy, career-wise, hence its inclusion at number 2. What made matters worse was not only the fact that the band members were drinking copious amounts of alcohol in the green room before the show even started, But Grundy himself was also intoxicated, going so far as to boasting, "They're clean by comparison" at the camera. It got worse. Frontman Johnny Rotten muttered a curse word under his breath, then quickly added it was not suitable for sharing. Grundy prompted that he repeat it aloud, going so far as to request the other band members to be openly controversial. Mercilessly, they did.
Which one?
Nothing, a rude word. Next question.
No. What was the rude word?
Shit.
Go on, you've got another 5 seconds. Say something outrageous.
You dirty bastard.
Go on, again.
You dirty fucker.
What a clever boy.
What a fucking rotter.
Things went from bad to horrific. Shortly after the interview, the green room was flooded with calls from many disgruntled viewers, to which Rotten and his companions decided to personally swear back at them down the phone. The next day, TV host Grundy lost his job. But the Sex Pistols soon enough became recognized as the rebellious rockers we know them as today. CNN's infamous live coverage of the Gulf War undoubtedly deserves the top space on this list, because this is a classic example of fake news, before the term even became popular. During the Gulf War, news reporters were flooding into the front lines in order to cover the events. CNN appeared to have followed suit, broadcasting on the roof of a Saudi Arabian hotel. In actuality, the infamous broadcast took place in front of a blue screen and a plastic palm tree in a studio in Atlanta.
CD, if you need to take cover, I notice that you've got your gas mask in your hands.
The outtakes showed reporter Charles Jacko messing around with the film crew, as well as a live conversation between him and a news anchor back in CNN's center. Jacko agrees to answer the anchor's questions, despite the fact there would have been a long satellite delay due to the distance between the two countries. Hilariously enough, during a supposed gas attack, Jacko puts on a gas mask, while fellow journalist Carl Rochelle dons himself a helmet. After some time, the raw footage was leaked, and CNN publicly apologized. It just goes to show that the media will do anything in order to get their coverage on the latest conflict in the world, even if it means falsifying news and using reporters to act it all out in a hilariously cheesy way. Those were 5 hilarious meltdowns on live TV. If there are any that you believe deserved a spot, be sure to share it in the comments section below. For more top lists just like this, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out our other top lists. Thank you very much for watching, and thanks for learning.